Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Gravel Civilization, whereby we make holes in the ground and fill them in with lots and lots of sharp little pointy rocks. Isn't it just grand? Wouldn't it be nice if we had a bot to do this? Huh. I seem to recall that was an idea at one point. Somebody had said they would give me such a thing, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's any bot doing anything here. Hey, Copperator. Hey, Liquid Rain. Hell yeah, sponges? Any sponge? Yes, if you consider gravel a sponge. Is mayonnaise a sponge? Yeah. So that's unfortunately where we sit. I mean, to be fair, the gravel bot did get a pretty hefty amount done. Like, I can show you. It's like, it got all the way over to the corner here. It didn't get too much over here, but you know, bless him, he's trying. I feel like we'd already be done with this if I had just kept going and kept going and kept going, instead of pausing to make the arena shooter. Oh well. I'm alright with this, honestly. This is not a bad, you know, little setup here. But, yeah, it's a lot. Oh god, I hate that placing noise. I've gotten so fed up with hearing gravel placing. I'm sorry, I'm busy making 2BTT super flat. Yeah, a little bit. I too am doing that in my own way. Super excited for Hightail. Oh, I know. I've seen so many awesome things about Hightail so far. So what did everybody think of the arena shooter? Did everybody have fun watching it? Watching us kill one another? I hope so. I know I had fun both designing and killing. It gave me the warm fuzzies to shoot people with an arrow over and over. I'm just happy that the game worked out. I figured out how to troubleshoot all the remaining bits of things that were not functioning the way I thought they would, and I fixed them. Unfortunately, I don't have a project that I can realistically work on that isn't this, because the bot ain't bottin'. Oh well, maybe I can put a big dent in this, you know. Oh yeah, I heard about Maximum Chris Dots. Yeah, I died of an aneurysm all of a sudden. Oh, the poor guy. Feel very bad for him. I didn't know him, I just know of his situation. I think I talked to him maybe one time. Maybe. I don't really fully remember under what circumstances that may have been. It just is what it is, I guess. Oh, yeah, the GoFundMe. Yeah. I'm going to be real with you. That's probably not going to go anywhere, but, like, good luck. I hope it does. I don't think Tubi is a place to be doing a GoFundMe. Like, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe people are more generous than I'm giving them credit for, but I just don't feel like that's a good idea. But hey, whatever. Whatever they can do, I understand. Good mini game for the base. Oh, I know. It'll be wonderful. Server. Yeah, no update in sight so far. It looked fun. Thank you. Clanker won't clank. Yeah, that seems to be the circumstance. Clanker, no clanking. Dora the Explorer came out here and told him, "Clanker, no clanking." And then I was all, but my gravel. And it's not even like we're running out of stuff to do. I was told the gravel bot will gravel. Go do your, go do other things. And I was like, hell yeah. Now it ain't. So I don't know. It is sad, I know. It's very sad that people spontaneously pass away sometimes. There's just not a whole lot any of us can do about it. My condolences to his family, and maybe they'll be able to make a living and survive. I mean, I guess we all have to do that, you know? Almost everybody will lose their parents at some point, so I don't know. I don't want to get too depressing or like wax poetically about life and death and such. There's enough of that out there as it is. This is a fun gravel throwing piling stream. Go fundraise 2K. Okay. All right. Okay. I talked to him during the Hunger Games. Oh, he was... Yeah, he was at that. He was there for all of maybe 2 or 3 minutes before the whole fucking place went belly up. Yeah. Man. I hope I don't do that. Yeah, I mean, at least passing away in your sleep is... It's honestly the way to go if I had to put a face, or not a face, put a description to an end. Yeah, just pass away quietly in your sleep and bam. Yeah, I would say that's probably one of the better ways, all things considered. It could be a hell of a lot worse, that's for sure. I trust in the people of the server. They are a bunch of good people on 2B. Okay, Zen. You're free to believe that. But I do think that, yeah, this has shown that there are compassionate people on 2B2T. But overall, you know, I would hesitate to put anything on 2B2T. Whoa. There we go. I'm going to give myself a decent little buffer of gravel and then go on to the next hole. Here. Playing Miner's Haven and watching Jacka's Peak. Thank you, love, not less. Say that when the next one hits 50k and the next one ends up being fake. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen the dark side. Well, I mean, that's life. You hang around long enough, you will see the dark side of something. There's not really any getting over that. Okay. Today's music is brought to you by Level Select again. Their wonderful music generating prowess. But yeah, I hope someone builds a memorial to him. I'm pretty sure there is. I don't know right this minute where it is or if there is a dedicated monument or not. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a spot inside Archon Retia for it, for a monument. We'll see. Man, there sure are a lot of critters that are living and dying in these pockets of water. Yeah. Oh, hey, welcome back, Pengling. Change the subject. It's interesting for me that in the 2 years of Flight Out, I've sort of developed a mythos and love to it, or lore to it. Okay. Oh, it's in the works on Constantium as well. Okay. Did Maximum Chris play Constantium? I don't actually know. That Ice and Drag is worth a nickel of maybe 100, maybe hundreds. Yeah. But anyway, making your own space falcon. Okay, cool. Show it to me when it's done. I look forward to it. Yeah, 2 years of developing Flight Out is wild, Copperator. Can't believe it's been that long. Okay, so after this, there are only 2 chunks left. This quadrant and that one over there. So here's hoping that said quadrants will... Well, no, it won't go easily. This could take several days to fill in. But I'm trying, damn it. Yeah, it's awesome to hear, Musk Wizard. I hope there's archives of it as well. Chris did play Constantium regularly. Okay. That is the way it goes. The world is a slightly dimmer place today. Not how much to do to school. When I'm done, it's targeted to be done in about a year. Okay. Cool. Feel like you've changed quite a bit in the year or two? Well, yeah. I mean, you're in your late teens, almost in your 20s. Like, you do the majority of your changing at about that time. Your worldview changes. You grow a little more mature each day. Like, yeah, a lot is different. And you should expect that. Changing is pretty natural at your age. It would be weird for you to not change. 2 years isn't a whole lot for me. I've not changed any in 2 years. I'm probably never really going to change or grow or do any more altering of my sense of self. Like, I'm already way past all of that, I feel. And you know, and I feel like the older you get, that's just kind of natural. You become set in your ways. You kind of have a feel and you got a handle on yourself. You know what I mean? And yeah, like, I'm no longer a young adolescent. I'm not a 20-something. Like, that's how it goes. There is a certain amount of growing that you've already done by the time you're in your mid-20s. And it just goes from there. I don't know. But yeah. What are we talking about? A player named Maximum Chris passed away last week suddenly from a brain aneurysm, I believe. And yeah, it was a shock. A lot of people knew Maximum Chris. I didn't. I mean, it's just how it is. Now, you can't know everybody, obviously. But yeah, this person just suddenly died, and they had a wife and kid, and it was very sudden, very unfortunate. So yeah, that's where we are. Jack, people at your age start their own families and have kids. Yeah, I'm aware. People younger than me are starting a family and having kids. Like, that's just how it is. I'm a little too black-pilled to start a family, I hate to say. But I'm not really worried about it. People used to do this 1822, I know. I'm aware. So Chris's wife, she assured me that it was okay to explain the cause of death. It was a heart aneurysm. Oh, I assumed it was a brain aneurysm. Okay. Yeah, whenever you hear the phrase or the word aneurysm, you think neurological. You don't think the myocardial type of aneurysm. Obviously, that's just as bad. Do you have to be predisposed to that? I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar with how a cardiac aneurysm forms and then, you know, gets you. If only Dr. House were here. House MD. He could explain it. Dr. Housemaster MD. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it is what it is. Sorry for your loss. You ever knew him? Yeah. It's how it goes, man. It's how it goes. Kind of grim topic today. Yeah, it happens. If you knew Chris IRL, you would know he was nearly 7 foot tall. His heart... Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about him at all, but like, yeah, that makes sense now. I've heard that very, very tall people do have a risk of heart trouble. Aortic aneurysm is an enlargement of the aorta greater than half a times normal size. Typically, there are no symptoms except when the aneurysm dissects or ruptures, which causes sudden death. Ah, okay. Okay, that explains a lot. There's a famous manga author who died in 2021. His name was Kentaro Miura, author of Berserk. And he had an aortic dissection, and it killed him quick. And he was only in his mid-50s. Way, way too young to be dying of, well, something like that. And I always wondered, you know, what are the signs of this? What are the... But no, apparently it's an incredibly sudden condition that just, bam, happens. My father used to tell me of a story of a cousin of his. So I guess this would be my second or... I think second cousin. She was in the 1970s. They were young, teen, 20 something. I think she was a teen. Because in the 1970s, my father was in his early 20s, and he remembered he'd heard about it suddenly, and it was a cousin of his who died very suddenly. She was swimming at a public swimming pool with the family. And she just got out of the water and then, pow, fell over dead. And it was entirely a heart condition that they didn't know about and they couldn't catch. And yeah, even all these years later, a sudden heart condition is still a very real problem. Obviously, he had a risk factor associated with it, so they could predict, you know, but that ultimately... No way to know until it happens. I hope his child is not going to also have to worry about that. Space Valk will contain roughly 75 million blocks. Jesus Christ, dude. Good luck with that. You're going to be done. You're going to be doing that for a long time. $75 million is not a small amount to place in any reasonable amount of time. His pride and joy was Don Maximus Dot. Okay. Won King of 2BT for the second time in a row at the 2BT popularity contest. Okay. Well, I sure am glad you are a popular guy, Cody. Yeah, that's the point. I got nothing else to do with my life. Okay. Fair enough. I get that. Is it on the archive? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if the Oscars place is on the archive yet. I'm pretty sure it hasn't gotten there yet just because it's been too recent. It'd be nice if it was today, though. Separate topic entirely. I got my first Rod of Discord in Terraria. Oh. We may actually be able to finish a playthrough. Cool. So Terraria is looking like it's going to update somewhat soon. Okay, so that's one of the games on my list that I was waiting for. So that's what? Terraria, Black Mesa Blue Shift is poised to update. They've already released the teaser trailer. So there's that. I'll do Half-Life Alyx eventually. Uh-oh, my thing is spinning. Why is it spinning? Okay, my connection's being a little fucky. Oh well. But anyway, so yeah, Black Mesa Blue Shift. Dream Core should be updating somewhat soon. I think in the new year. Hopefully the next Dream Core chapter isn't shit like the previous one was. We got Black Mesa Blue Shift, Terraria, Dream Core, White Knuckle. I don't know when White Knuckle is updating. Nobody has mentioned anything about a White Knuckle update. I'm sure it's coming, but, you know. Right now, they're focused on the Chimney and the Holiday 2025 update. That'll probably release closer to Christmas, if I had to guess. What was the next game that I was thinking of? There's a fair number of games that are, like, dangling on the edge of updatability. I know Terraria was one of the bigger ones I was waiting on. And then Half-Life Alyx. I've been meaning to play that. There's this conversion mod for Half-Life Alyx that turns it from VR into a more proper Half-Life game. Everybody's all abuzz about the Gabe Cube and the new Steam software and hardware, and so they're like, well, there's got to be a really cool game on the horizon, right? And so everybody is all a Twitter about Half-Life 3 or whatever, if that ever actually happens. So who knows? What is the world edit command for making tunnels like you did in Space Valk and standing in one place to make it a curved line? What's the command for cloning and rotating? Oh boy, there's a lot of commands. Could I paste it in the YouTube chat? All right. Pause at a bad time. You're talking about not changing. You may be a few months older than me, but I think you're wrong now that I have to work. Now I have to work for the change as opposed to it happening to me. Okay. I mean, I've done the majority of my growth, is all I'm saying. And I can only really go by my own experience. But it's different for everybody. So I probably shouldn't be too broad with it. Because, you know, my personal experience isn't going to apply to everybody. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. But I would like to think I'm a fairly complete, fully grown person already. But anyway, yeah, if Half-Life 3 actually happens, people will shit themselves. Hello, Gumnut. Let's see. All right. So, let me... All right, Pengling. You want to do tunnels. Okay, so one of the way I do tunnels is I do line material after making a selection, line material, and then I have an offset of some amount. So line material and then number, which will make a thing of some amount. So for example, if I do line, if I make point A, point B, and then I do a line, and then I specify a line of 10, it will have a diameter of 20. I hope that makes sense. Was the base thing I was working at got found? That was like months ago. We've since moved on. We're in a completely new location and everything is good. Okay, so that's how you make tunnels. As for how to make a curved structure... Okay, curves are... So I do a lot of HSIL material type, and then the number is the radius. So hollow cylinder, and then you can do hollow cylinder material, and then you can do two numbers. The first number is your radius for for that cylinder. The second number is the height of the radius. Or the height of the cylinder, excuse me. And then for rotating, that's just / rotate 90. And then I'm pasting things by doing paste -A. I hope that helps. You should go to the World Edit Wiki, Pengling. World Edit Wiki will help you with a lot of these commands. You're going to have to like experiment with them to kind of get it under your belt. But yeah, there are a lot of really good commands on the World Edit Wiki. World Edit set up a wiki a while ago, and it has all the stuff on it. Send link. Just Google it. Just Google World Edit Wiki. It shouldn't be difficult. Like, you need to get into the habit of Googling things for yourself. Otherwise, you can't be reliant on everybody for everything every time. But yeah, just Google it. Yeah, you're very welcome, man. But yeah, World Edit is one of those sadly very user-unfriendly tools that if you know how to make use of it, it's so powerful. It's amazing how I find that sometimes World Edit does a job better than Axiom. Now, obviously, I would be a proponent of using both. I'm just too lazy to learn Axiom. Really? I should probably learn Axiom if I'm being serious, if I'm being honest. Like, I know I should probably just do that. But, oh well. Not that big of a deal, really. Either way. Yeah, you can do magical things with World Edit. There are still tricks of the trade that I have not learned that just make me want to figure out, like, does somebody have a master tutorial on how to use the generate command and some other stuff. There's so much crazy stuff World Edit can do, and that's one of them. Baritone is too. Oh my god, Baritone's barrier to entry is like, I'm gonna pull up a meme. Dwarf Fortress difficulty curve. Where is it? No, you piece of shit. Give me the image. Open image, a new tab. Boy, they really don't want you opening images from Google. They just do not like you having the ability to make any image your bitch. Dwarf Fort. Alright. So yeah, Baritone is like this. Alright, I gotta find it. Here. There we are. Yeah, this is the Dwarf Fortress, World of Warcraft, Halo, StarCraft. This is a very dated image now, but you know. Yeah, this is how it is to learn baritone, right? You see the lower ones, okay? That red curve that says Halo, that is Minecraft, okay? That's the Minecraft difficulty curve. It's basically an incline. It's just a small, shallow ramp, okay? The green line, that is learning a hack client, okay? That is using a hack client to base hunt or to PvP or to whatever, okay? And then the blue line, represented by World of Warcraft, that is utilizing the ability to install mods. And the black line that represents Dwarf Fortress, that has all the stick people being hung from and or crucified by, you know, the little stick man driving the bulldozer. That is using shit like world edits, generate command, baritone, raw dogging baritone. Yeah, stuff of that nature. That is the difficulty curve of life in a lot of ways. You know, you have some people hanging by a thread, some people falling off, some people are dying, some people are thriving, you know. It's really just a microcosm of life as a whole. There you go. There's your profound little whatever for the day. Axiom's way easier than World Edit. It wouldn't be hard to learn. Okay, well then I definitely need to get the lead out and do that then. I'm just lazy. Like, I know why. I'm just lazy. I should do it, but... And I've been meaning to for about a year now, and again, I should do it, but... it's probably not that bad overall. I will say this. I am very... Like, I've learned World Edit is the thing. Mostly. And so I just know how to get stuff done with World Edit now. And so I don't see a reason to learn Axiom because I would be learning from scratch. I wouldn't really know where to begin. And for the most part, I would just pound out whatever I'm doing with World Edit because why not? I know how to do it. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to see. So why would I do it through some other means and learn it all from scratch? Like, Oh well. But once you know it. Yeah, exactly. It's like learning a bicycle. If I had to learn to ride a unicycle to ride from point A to point B, I could probably do it. But realistically, I would probably just want to do a bicycle instead because at least the bike is something I'm inherently very good at. I don't know. Get others to play Scrabble, learn Axiom. Ha! If only Aqua Grinder were here. So like playing Getting Over It in Braille while on shrooms. Damn. That is a hell of a... That's a hell of a metaphor there. But yes, I guess so. You feel me, bruh? I do. When we start on Jackrooms 2, can I help? I can help since I use both. I'm not the best at either, but maybe I could be of use. I don't know that Axiom is installed on that server. World Edit is. We'll see. I don't think it's going to matter. Because with World Edit, I'd rather just do it, you know? I would rather just get the thing accomplished. Get the task at hand accomplished. And just be like, okay, there we go. I like how niche World Edit is to a degree. Because, like, I've learned to appreciate all the silly, small things that are just absolutely unnecessary now. Because World Edit was designed in 2011 when, like, mods were absolutely pathetically primitive. But, like, it has so many quirks from that age, and yet, like, I can appreciate it for some reason. Oh well. Shouldn't be too bad learning something new. But yeah. So, I guess since I'm stuck doing this... Ooh, man. Wow, I think that's the farthest out I've ever gone. Oh shit, I'm in the water. I can't get out. Help, help, I'm drowning, I'm drowning! And then I look up and I'm like, oh, it's just a puddle. Okay. Yeah, since I'm stuck doing gravel duty for this foreseeable future, I think now is an excellent time to start daydreaming, romanticizing about About a server that will actually let you connect to it. Jesus Christ. Sorry, minor lag there. But yeah, it's time to start daydreaming about Escape the Jackrooms 2. Oh, fuck. Got lagged back. What shall we do? I know the overall design style, but what will go where? I know that I want right about up here where my camera is. I know that I want an observation slash electronic brain, the logic heart. It's like right up in there somewhere. I want a giant Blackstone box where all the logic of the game will be carried out. And we can park a bot there to load the chunks and get everything good. So what are some puzzles? Let's think of some puzzles that are not parkour that a player could reasonably do. What are some puzzles that are like, figure this thing out, engineer a solution, go from there? Something unique. My device is lagging, video is cutting out. It's probably me, or it might be 2B. I don't know which. House is moving the server by hand. Is the slideshow not on your end? I think it's on my end, but it's hard to say. Now, I actually have a fairly decent connection all of a sudden. Oh. There we go. It's still kind of poopy. I think my ISP is just having trouble tonight. It happens. You just rig baritone to side your character left and right, and up slightly each while snatching, stealing, shulk. I don't know how to do that with baritone, man. If I could, I would, man. If you know the commands to make that happen. I would absolutely do that if I could, Stone. And I'm sure baritone is capable. I just don't know what it is. I spike at 2300? Yeah. It's okay. There we go. I think it's a little better now. Anyway. Where were we? Yes. Getting baritone to do this for me would be actually really nice. I just wouldn't know of a way to set up like the chest thing, the shulker thing. All of that is kind of foreign to me. Maybe a door lock that has a clue in the pattern of the building window being on or off. That is actually a really good idea, yeah. I'd do at least a little mess paint drawing. Yeah, I get the idea. I think that would work, yeah. Perhaps a sliding puzzle of some kind where you gotta make a piston slide blocks into place, perhaps? Like sand, gravel, concrete powders. Oh, colored concrete powder. Yeah, that would be cool. If you had allays, they'd nonstop pick up and toss singles at you a stack at a time, but it should keep up. Oh, hey, worm. Welcome. The problem is it would need a way to get all the gravel out of the shulkers, and then it would have to put it on the ground so that the allays would give it to me. If that is indeed how that works. But I don't have allays anyway, so kind of a moot point. Maybe allays could be used as like a puzzle. Yeah! Wait, allays would be nice. Yeah. We could have an allay that would fit through a 1 block wide gap that you can't get through. And so you'd need the allay to ferry items between rooms that you would have no way to get to. Something like that. Got a new gaming chair. Okay. Congrats. I got a new chair last year. New chair makes a big difference, doesn't it? I can't, bro. Whoever's DDoSing me needs to fuck off. It's okay. I don't think it's you, but whatever. Better just with 2 accounts, yeah. More controllable with 2 bots, perhaps. I mean, I'm already basically being the second bot, so. Good thinking on that, maybe. Hello, Larry McGee. Ah, fuck. The real annoyance is how deep the ocean is in this particular spot. Okay. Gravel placing ASMR. Here we go. So much difference. I was confined to a kitchen chair for 2 months because my old one was broke. Oof. Yeah. Could be worse. Three bots to do your work, you need 2 bots? Yeah. I kind of wish there was, I don't know, some sort of like mechanism by which I could just run back and forth. Like that might do it, but I feel like that would make next to no progress for a while. And I'd just be running around wasting food. I don't know, maybe this is good? I'm willing to try anything at this point. Also, the sponge experiment failed, so that's why we're back to gravel. Oh. Who has dinged me? Oh, Giga Chad. Oh, that's funny. I can't wait to see that. Oh, did it rip? I forgot to ask about that. Go to. Okay. Baritone is always the answer. Yeah, but I still don't know baritone commands that well. I want to see something like actually. All right. What would I do? Tell me, Zen, tell me some WP point A, point B. Waypoint? Do I need to, like... What are the commands for this? I don't know what the commands are, man. Oh, yeah, Sponge is not working, yeah. Set waypoint. WP is waypoint, correct? How do I do that? What is the command to set a waypoint? Help? I really don't want to comb through a bajillion help commands, dude. Go to... Oh my god. Go to XZ. Huh. I don't know. I don't think that's going to do it for me. Don't accidentally give chords. No, I have the thing enabled that silences that. So I'm not worried about coordinate leaking or anything. I'm just saying, like, I don't have the time to comb through a million help commands just so that I can maybe work out how this is supposed to function. World edit, or not world edit, baritone needs a better system to help people learn from it. There we go. It's messy, but if you managed one time, you could. Yeah, but I mean, how do I get to that one time? At a certain point, I don't think it's worthy of the effort. Ah, son of a bitch. Stop trapping me in the water. We're getting there. Little bit by little bit, we're getting there. Can send to public chat if forget the rest. Okay. Didn't use baritone much yet. I was told be careful with waypoints. Yeah. That's another reason why I don't fuck with stuff like that. I remember how to set up the two starting points to do a schematic and to like mine stuff out. I remember how to do that. Baritone's great for mining stuff out, but you know, apart from that. I may end up having to do a fair amount of mining. I don't know yet. Holy shit, where'd all the gravel come from? The bartering farm, of course. Did you expect it to come from thin air? I don't blame you, but also bet once you did, you wish you'd done it sooner. Yeah, that's true. The gravel got put in world via the aqua grinder bot. And also I've grinded out a bit of it too. I got told the aqua grinder bot has placed over 700,000 gravel, and I got jealous and thought I need to place more than the bot. Also, I've exhausted all of my project lists for now. So until I get this done, this is the big obstacle in the way, basically. I can't move forward until this fucker is filled in. So, yeah, you know. But yeah, one day, one conversation I will convince you, just with the way you build, you'll love baritone with time. I mean, baritone has always had problems with not really understanding what it is you want it to do. The commands are very limiting. I'm sure if you had a lot of experience with babysitting it, you could get it to work for you. But I just don't know how to get to that point, Zen. Forgot it was renewable? Oh, yeah, it's been a renewable resource for years. It's not special anymore. Not like it was in 1.12. Sorry, Mr. Dolphin, your home has become mine. You're being evicted. I'm a landlord in New York City, and I'm raising your rent. Neo, oh, you were completely correct. Baritone is absolutely like that. Holy shit. Baritone, and it's that bridge disaster from last year. Bye, guys. Okay, take care, Pangling. Thanks for coming, man. It's a pain in the ass, but it's like babysitting a semi-god. Oh, okay. Well, are you willing to give me pointers? If you're willing to help, if you know as much as you say you do, or as you're implying you do, yeah, I'll listen. Like, if you're willing to give me a one-on-one tutoring session with baritone. Absolutely. I haven't used baritone in a while. Of course, thank you. Please, please, Zen. Whenever you got time, I guess. I'm learning. Okay, well, you're learning still. I mean, the best way to teach is to learn. Or sorry, the best way to learn is to teach. That's what I mean. When will this project be done? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm aiming for having Escape the Jackrooms 2 fully done and played, or playable, by Halloween of next year. That's probably the deadline. That gives us like 2 or 3 more months than we had for Escape the Jackrooms 1. So, like, I think that's doable. And we've got way more people willing to help, so. Shite. But so far, nobody is really, like, doing gravel because it is a pain in the ass. And unfortunately, I am bottlenecked by the gravel. I got to get rid of this water somehow, and we're already dedicated. You know, we're already in for a penny, in for a pound. You're learning, I know. Maybe 10-year Rusher anniversary? That's more reasonable? Halloween? Yeah, Halloween. Because it's a, you know, a spooky kind of thing. So it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be a not Halloween thing. Halloween is a good, you know, good time frame, I'd say. Yeah. We're getting in on this little area here. I did notice, I went into some of these caves down here just to kind of gauge whether or not I could sponge out the caves. It's kind of doable. I just need a certain module to help make it a little more efficient. So getting the caves done will be a little bit easier. The water caves underground. It's the ocean part that is the most trying. We start January 1st. No doubt we'll be done putting the server on by April-ish. Yeah. Yeah, that's the hope. But again, the bottleneck is this. Like, there's so much here left to be done. This other the quadrant I'm facing directly is the smaller one of the two. This quadrant, that's going to be a nightmare. I hope I can get Aqua Grinder back online for it. In fact, I'm going to ask about Aqua Grinder right now and see if I can't get it. Okay. I asked, maybe I shall receive. Because if I had Aqua Grinder doing this in addition, that would go a long way. Because I can babysit Aqua Grinder while finishing off this small section here. And then hopefully it will concentrate on the big quadrant over there, and that'll be good. Oh, hey Arthur, welcome. You're late, what'd you miss? A bunch of gravel. That's all you missed. Talk about baritone, the passing of Maximum Chris. We talked about World Edit and Axiom. The differences between the two. What else? And yeah, the bot that's doing most of the gravel placement. Oh, hey, Iris, welcome. Why not sponge it manually, or is it too annoying? It's way too annoying, and this is more automatable. I can just walk around this way and do all the graveling, but the sponging manually, no. For the water caves, there's a module they have that I've heard about called SpongeBob that just sponges caves up like crazy. So I'm hoping that will help speed it along, because I don't want to mentally have to think about it. I want it to just kill the water in the caves. That's it. There are a lot of water caves, however, so that might be easier said than done. Shit. Heard about Chris during the Oscars. Yeah. It was announced. But I've already talked about that. I don't want to get into such a depressing topic anymore. Anyway, this will be a nightmare to remove. Never mind, we have TNT dupers. Yeah, duh. That's why we're doing this. TNT duping will make it far easier. Hell nah. SpongeBob to hydrate the world. SpongeBob. Bop. Well, we got like 5 chokers of sponge. It'll help. It's probably not enough right now, but yeah. I think it'll be alright. Expunge the sponge. Expunge-bobbed. We'll get it. We'll get it. It's just, you know, glacial. And a centimeter at a time, we'll get it. Okay, I've got a few more stacks left before I have to run back and get more. Bloop, 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 bloop. Come on, fill in. I'm so glad I have this printer. This would be a nightmare to do otherwise. We'd probably be doing the water sweeper method. Though I hear that that is not exactly the most reliable. I don't know. Okay. Let's finish this off. You know, it always amazes me how far gravel doesn't go. You could have a whole ass inventory of it, and it just doesn't. It don't stretch. Gravel is not a stretchy material. It fills in holes and that's it. But oh my god, does it take a lot. Ah, my eye. Stop itching, you bitch. Oh, but yeah. Nothing is clean by the shore for a drain. Why? I think just to ask for more hands, by the way. I will test a couple of things. But no matter what, to do the job, you will need to accounts or the babysit the bot. Yeah. I'm thinking that's doable. It's just a matter of powering through. Is that using rating on the servers? What now? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not involved with any of that. There are people out there who are doing it to blame me and to hurt whomever. So there really isn't anything I can do. I'm as much of a victim in this as you are. I'm not affiliated with anyone doing that stuff. Sorry your stuff got hit. Yeah. What's happening? Well, we're placing gravel. Trying to get this shit cleaned up. This ocean's gotta go. Okay. You hear from the Onipixel video. Okay. Arthur, don't say things like that. I will ban you if you're going to be stupid like that. Tips for planning a mega build. Not really. Just get a good idea in your mind and carry it out. Yeah. Like, I disavow any server rating that other people are doing. And unauthorized advertising as well. Like, I am not in any way affiliated with those people's actions. And it's not good that they're griefing other people's shit on servers that are not 2B2T. Like, a certain group of people can't keep 2B2T stuff to 2B2T, if you've noticed. So don't cheer for them, Arthur. I will have to get you for that if you're going to be on their side. Your sign was on an OniPixel video. Okay. No life losers. No, it's the fifth column people. I know exactly who's doing it. What happened? Things and stuff. I don't feel like going into it. But I will just say that from now on, you should all probably whitelist any servers that you own. You would think that'd be common sense by now, but oh well. I'm sorry for all of you who have had a server raided. Okay, that got that shit done. Thank God. All right, well, whoops. That is 2 quadrants left. Yikes. So what do we want to work on next? Build from the OniPixel server? It's right there. Or the OniPixel stream? Yeah, it's all right there. Who the fuck put a stone button here? Uh-oh. Okay. There shouldn't be too much more. I'm going to try to, like, smooth out the boundary of this quadrant here. I don't know. I think it's, I think the way the bot works is it starts here at the center, because this is the dead center of the whole space, and it fans out in quadrants. So it got all of that, and then it fanned out that way and got all that, except for the bits that I had to fill in for it. So it's filling out this direction. So I think it's going to tackle this quad next. Although it might actually, judging by the placement pattern, I actually think it's tackling this quad at the moment. So we'll see. I'm going to have to go back and make sure that it, you know, it gets cleaned up. Jeb's test world thing was okay? Oh. What the fuck? Some griefing groups have put bounties on the base. Ignore them. All those raids are giving you Gmod vibes, yeah. If it's probably a law of the internet at this point, like well, maybe not a law in that sense. It's like a an adage, if you will. If you leave a server open to the public on some level in some fashion, it will be compromised. It's just a matter of time. So if you want something connected to the internet, you better secure it. Like, it would be like if you docked at a pier and didn't moor your boat. Would you keep your boat for very long if you did that? Probably not. Just, you know, secure your stuff. Like, there's not much anyone can do about it other than you. Okay, there we go. There we are. Wasn't the Jeb server a fake? We don't know. I'm suspecting that was a cover-up. From what I've heard, that was a cover-up. Do you think this will be Minecraft's biggest escape room? That's the hope. It's already bigger than Decked Out 3 will be, from what I've heard. Tango Tech's is 350 by 350, and mine is 500 by 700. So already we're off to a pretty good start for, you know, the size. Gotta get me some gravel. Cover up for what? I don't know, honestly. Probably just to save face. Thanks for explaining the situation. How could I secure a server? You whitelist it. Oh shit. Everything all right? Connection's kind of crappy still, but it's fine. Anyway, yeah, whitelist your server. Use two-factor authentication on things. Although that's in a more generic sense. Either way, just try to be as cautious as you can. Man. This could take like a week. If I'd left it to the bot's devices, oh man. He is telling me in German to read the book. Gies? What? Uh-huh. I'm not quite sure what I understand what you're talking about, Neo. Oh, piss. Is that for all single-player worlds whitelisting or certain ones? If you have a multiplayer server, whitelist it. That's mostly what that means. When I say secure something. Yeah, just multiplayer. You can't whitelist a single-player world. Get real, Stone. What if I want the hackers to join my server? I'm lonely. Well, then that's how it is. They'll join, I guess. You get what you want, I guess. I don't know. Have fun. But overall, you know, be sensible about how you approach the world. Hold on a second. Okay. Now then, no luck with getting the bot back online, sadly. Gotta do it ourselves by hand. God, this is just so much. Ugh. What a pain. I'm gonna try to just sort of fill in all the little tiny holes that the bot hasn't yet gotten to. And just sort of get some of these cells that are half done. Or not even slightly done, but are in that little arc of smoothing that I plan to do. Okay, at least some of these are reasonably easy to fill in. Is this Lightmatica? Yes. And a printer module that helps to toss blocks onto the server. There we go. What are we at? 20 TPS, 20.05. Wow. 48 ping. Yeah. As long as the server keeps working, we'll be good. Private printer. Yep. Obviously. But I do recommend Ice Tank's printer. That one's not private. You can find that on GitHub, I think. It's all right. It's not as good as this one, but it does the job. Okay, I'm just gonna sort of cut across this network of cells here and just kind of move it to my left. Kind of move the boundary to my left, I mean. Oh, shit. That was not full at all. I hope we got all the kelp. It looks so far like we have. Kelp has been an unknown problem. Something about kelp. Well, I know why. It's a oh, hey, Top Hat. It's a how do I describe this? It's like a slab underwater. The stem of the kelp interferes with placement or gravity blocks or whatever. Did it come to pass that the dispensers will take on the enchantment of the bow they're crafted with? No, that never happened. I know they said they'd implement it, but I forget if they did. They never did. That was never a promise, I don't believe. Or if it was never a promise I was aware of. Dispensers taking on the bow enchantment is a really cool idea, but not something I would see them doing, actually. It isn't a bad idea. No, my deep secret. How private is private? Very private. Anything new? Well, there was a 2B2T player who passed away, and that has been kind of uplifting about how everybody has come together over it. I've been placing a lot of gravel. Got a decent amount of progress tonight. What else? Not a whole lot of new physics stuff. Mostly I've been doing other things, like I'm throwing together a video, which I hope to have out about Thanksgiving or the weekend. Because the weekend will be after Thanksgiving. Somewhere in there, probably the end of the month. It's going to be fun. I don't want to spoil what it is, but it'll tie together all of these things that have occurred over the last few months. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a long one. Ooh boy, is it a chonker of a video. Longest video I've made in a while. And it's really annoying because I've got a lot of like small things I have to censor in said video. And if you want to see the entire video uncensored, you can open your wallet and buy the membership for the YouTube thing. Because that's the only way you'll see it. You want to see raw, unfiltered 2B2T as it was back in the day. But I don't want to get into too much of the how and the why. Oh, hello, Cherry Sylvia. Passed away, yes. It was at Maximum Chris. He was younger than me, I believe. But I don't know his exact age. He had a heart aneurysm, and it killed him in his sleep. I got to see him maybe one time, and I talked to him once, and that was it. So I didn't know him like everybody else apparently did. And that happens, you know. A server with 656 players online, an average of several thousand players a month. Yeah, there are going to be people who inevitably pass away suddenly. Like, you're just playing a numbers game at that point. And, well, that's how it goes. It's very unfortunate. I wish the best for his family. My condolences to them. Paywalling historic achievement is crazy. Only the uncensored version. You'll get to see the historic stuff, whether you pay or not. Don't worry about it. But I gotta offer an incentive to buy the membership. Like, that's one of them. Want them to let the dispensers put more blocks and not only interact with armor, water, lava. Yeah, that would be a cool idea. I think dispensers should legitimately dispense into the world itself a thing or do something, you know? A dropper will drop the item as it's in the name, but a dispenser will dispense the thing and put it in the world. Yeah, I think that's a good design, personally. And here's hoping Hightail does something like that, because Hightail, early access next week, baby. I'm thinking about buying the highest level, and it's like $70 for the highest level of backer. But I'm thinking of like jumping into Hightail head first. I don't know. We'll see. Glad I have memberships? Yes, thank you, Worm. I appreciate that. Although the irony for you having membership specifically is that you are the one person who would not need the memberships to know what I'm talking about. Like, you're the one person for whom that does not apply. But that's just because it's an unexpected irony. Oh well. True gamers should have F on their gravestone instead of RIP. Well, now, I hate to tell you this, but what goes on your headstone isn't always your decision, especially if it's sudden. The headstone of a dead person is often a reassurance to the living, right? You've probably heard the phrase, funerals are not for the dead, they're for the living. Well, so too are all the other elements of that funerary procedure. Like, what's on your headstone? What type of casket you're buried in? Are you cremated or not? Like, these are things for the living to do. You're dead. You don't really matter in that way unless you put it in a will. If you put it in a will, that's one thing. But that the dead are dead, the living are the ones who have to come to terms with this. The dead don't, I don't believe, the dead don't have to come to terms with being dead. They're dead. That's the end of it, as far as we know. So there's not really this big decision on their part, right? If you want something on your headstone, you better let that be known in advance, basically. So all I'm saying is just, you know, don't concern too much about that. That is what I think, not expect that. Yeah. Do you want a memorial on Tubi when I die in 100 years? Sure, if it's still around, I wouldn't mind. Why did I drop that shulker? Because I don't need it. It'll just clog up my inventory. We have a shulker farm. It's not that hard. Hytale will be like Minecraft meets the World of Warcraft. That'll be neat. That'll be a really neat way to do a Minecraft-like game. I'm hoping Hytale will be really high quality, and it won't be that great out of the gates. But that I hope it rises to a level within about a year's time where Minecraft or Mojang has to step their game up and stop sucking dick long enough to get a good product, you know, to like actually make good quality of life stuff. Because Hytale will hopefully have good quality of life. And so their biggest rival will be Hytale. They'll have to be, you know, on the ball. You'll have to be actually kind of a game development studio again. Instead of a bunch of scared ninnies who don't want to piss off a bunch of Karens about the addition of the firefly and the frog eating fireflies or any of that other dumb bullshit. Like, I don't suspect Hytale will be mogged by controversy of that scale. You know, if Hytale adds frogs and fireflies and then makes frogs eat fireflies, the actually crowd will be by and large ignored. I hope. I mean, I can't really know for sure, but I'm hoping that will just be a thing where it will be whatever, you know? No one will give a shit, and frogs and Hytale will just eat fireflies, and it won't be a big deal. And that'll just be how the game works, because it's a game. And nobody will be that concerned about the implications for real-life bullshit, because kids are dumb. The parent needs to monitor the child and make sure they don't try to pretend that a game and real life have no boundaries. Whereas the rest of us will be capable of applying a certain level of understanding that a game does not necessarily represent reality. It's a game. There's a separation there. We all know it, right? I hope. We'll see. Oh well. Happy to support me. Thank you, Worm. Man, what did I miss? I just hopped on. Hey, Himes. I said that I was getting ready to do a big video. And I'm going to hopefully have it out by the weekend. Or Thanksgiving. Somewhere in there. And that will be a big deal. But that it is tedious because I've got to censor a lot of things for the non-membership version of the video. But yeah, that will not be the case. It will be a different game of Minecraft. Exactly. Minecraft is not unique for the same things as Hytale will be. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping there is a healthy rivalry between Minecraft and Hytale, because that will make both games better. I know some people will put themselves on graves before they die just to leave your death, but okay. Sure. Speaking of Minecraft alternatives, I've been playing the ever-living shit out of the Vintage Story game. Okay. Huh. Well, good. Who knows? Maybe Vintage Story will also be involved with that aforementioned rivalry. From what I heard, a lot of the devs from, well, not a lot, but some of the devs from Hytale, when it looked like Riot was screwing the pooch, because they clearly were, some of them jumped ship from Hytale, and then they founded and made Vintage Story. Damn it. There we go. So hopefully, Hytale, Minecraft, and Vintage Story, since they kind of share the same DNA, there's a hope in my heart that they will all sharpen and reinforce one another and make each other better. Jack, you can't use logic on iPad babies. Gen Alpha is doomed. I think you can't use logic on young children, but you can absolutely reason with kids once they've grown up. Absolutely, you can reason with people later. And I don't think Gen Alpha is as screwed as you give them credit for. It's still too early to say, but I don't think they're in that bad of a situation. It's like Minecraft on ultra hard mode, but also modded and runs virtually any computer. Cool. Sounds neat. I might give Vintage Story a try one day. But I don't think I'm going to be that interested in it like I would be Minecraft. For starters, I can't make giant floating structures like I could in Minecraft, and so that's going to be a problem. The jury is out on that, if I'll be able to do that in Hytale or not. I don't know. I'm so excited, on God. Oh, same. They would never say no because of the implication. I just jumped back in myself. What? Maybe, I don't know. I kind of think of it as Minecraft, but really hard and don't starve's lore. Okay. In terms of difficulty. Love to see you play it for Freeform Friday. Okay. I might add it to the list of stuff to touch. Stuff to do. Gen Alpha will be fine. I hope. I don't want a generation of kids to be doomed. I don't think anybody really genuinely wants a generation of kids to be doomed. Like, not really. Like, maybe some horrible, awful people do, but, you know, they're horrible, awful people. Could Hytale or anything replace Minecraft? Hytale could. If Hytale goes in the correct direction, and Minecraft continues to suck shit because Mojang and Microsoft, then yeah, Hytale will definitely win out. In my heart, definitely. It's a matter of, will the game be good and stay good? You know what I mean? Because like every year, I feel like we inch closer and closer to them shutting down Java. And obviously that's a stupid idea. Minecraft Java is the lifeblood of this game. But that didn't stop anyone from making a stupid error like that. You know? Like, they could absolutely fuck this up terribly. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect, honestly. Gen Alpha grew up on TikTok. Their attention spans are fried. Teachers are already talking about it. Well, we got to do something to stop it, to help them to not be so fried. Another puzzle for Jackrooms 2 could be music-based. Play the right tune to get an item. Maybe. We'll see. I think you could build a bug floating base. There is creative mode. Yeah, not to mention they're removing the obfuscation from the codes. Yeah, that's kind of scary. I don't know. I hate how they're pushing out Java Edition. Yeah, they're definitely going to make some decision in the coming years that is big and probably really stupid. And so Hightail being more or less poised to take over at this point is actually really good timing. If it continues to go smoothly, yeah, I could see that Hightail replace Java. Like, absolutely. Like a regular Golden Apple jump boost. Okay, yeah, we could totally do something like that. I need a way to get items throughout the game again. And preferably not a locker distribution system. But we'll see. Make them read books. Read, motherfucker, read! Yeah, we could probably set up some sort of a book system for kids. Maybe. I mean, that's something that, you know, teachers in schools should already be trying to do. I don't know. We'll see. Java will just be out of updates, but that will be in the long run, and no, I don't think it will happen. Okay. When you say I might, it reminds you of a Notch quote. There's a real maybe list for suggestions that might be put in the game, and there's a no, but let's be polite maybe list. Fair. I won't lie, the music-based puzzle is not a good idea. Mostly because you're banking on people having some musical ability. But we'll see. I think it could maybe be retooled a little bit to be more in line with something I'm thinking about. It could still be used. I don't know. Jack should be the housemaster of Hightail 2B2T. Oh my god, that would be funny as hell. That could maybe work, too. House will make a Hightail 2B. I don't know. We haven't heard anything about that yet. Hightail doesn't look that good, though. Or something new released that I missed. Hightail looks fine to me. I mean, it's rough around the edges because it's an old build that they didn't exactly get to, you know, finish before Riot dropped them like a sack of potatoes. I really don't know what it will look like when it's, like, really polished. Hightail is early access. Hightail isn't exactly in a good state right out of the gates. They want to do what they can to make it better. So don't judge a book by an incomplete cover. Minecraft looked like shit back in the day, and it looks way, 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 way better now. It's just a matter of perspective. Yes, it's rough around the edges. Yeah, it could be better, but I think it will get there. Give it a year or two, and then make your judgment. For now, I am cautiously optimistic. Hopefully it doesn't end up like Starbound or, I don't know, insert boondoggle of a game here. Pray for the Bedrock bugs to stay game-breaking because even every parity update inches us closer to the point where they'll say both versions are the same, so let's just keep one. Yeah, good point. Most kids don't read books for entertainment or out of free will. Yeah, I know. Oh, well. I'm thinking Flat Out 6 will be on Hightail if I can do what I want in that game. I don't know, man. Too hard to say. Can be a follow the sound in darkness. Ooh. Maybe. If Hightail ever comes to console, I will play and hope to God it connects with the computer. I think it might. I think that's a very real possibility. But it's still too early to say one way or the other right now. Like Hightail is maybe getting out of the cave game era. Hightail is significantly farther advanced along than cave game era. I would liken it to late beta for Minecraft. Hightail looks a lot like late beta, early full release for Minecraft. It's giving me similar vibes. But I can only go off of what I've seen based on the few videos that are out there. No one's really gotten to play the game yet. It's still too early to say. I mean, that's literally everything in life. You don't look back at the art on the fridge from kindergarten and go, good, but it holds a sentimental value. Yeah. I'm curious if there will be a 2B equivalent. There should be. I have no doubt there are people chomping at the bit to do that. But we shall see. I'd love to play a video game with you guys for once. Yeah. I would love you to do that too. Don't you have a computer? Or didn't you say you were getting one? I could have sworn you said you were looking. So it's the equivalent of beta 173, something like that. Yeah, 1.8, beta, 1.9, 1.0, somewhere in there. Until the day you could run the worlds of Java on Bedrock, at that point it affects us. Whatever other than that I think will not affect 2E. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's too early to say one way or the other. Speaking of late beta, what was your stance on the hunger bar when it was added? I was all right with it. I liked the idea of sprinting. We could not sprint for the longest time, and we just kind of accepted it. And I look back on that and go, how the hell did we live without sprinting? Like, running? I get how food was tweaked. Like, all of that was just so... Yeah, why didn't we do that from the get-go? I don't know. You haven't been on 2B in 2 months. Holy shit, Himes. Get back on. What are you doing? Hey, Air One. Maybe Top Hat got hit by the 500% increase in RAM pricing? Holy shit. Sorry to hear that. I was looking, but I really just don't play games enough to spend that kind of money. Okay, fair enough. I don't know shit about computers. Well, don't know what to tell you then. Love the way you read my message, just fixing the text while you read. It's amazing. Oh, you're welcome, Zen. I try. Sometimes your messages are difficult to understand, but I'm trying. Okay, this next set will be the last pass I try to do. I am going crazy from graveling again. You had to hit items in the floor for food? Then again, Minecraft beta is a bit more layered, or laid back, I feel. So I feel that version's alright without it, but the modern stuff would suck shit without sprinting. Modern stuff is like kind of how Minecraft should have been from the beginning. Can't imagine how mind-numbing this is. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I have you guys to talk to. That's all I'll say. If IFS will, I for sure will once I get my computer back online. My 10-year-old solid state decided to crap out. Ooh. Sorry to hear that. Your internet, or not, your just is one of those things. Okay. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Net problems again. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to place from here and hopefully it's good enough. Back when sprint jumping was jumping, yeah, you could only jump and that was it. Jumps felt way more unfair prior to sprinting. Like a 2-block jump was the most you could do. I've seen Vintage Story. It's quite interesting. Probably not for you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Vintage Story is its own thing. Oh my god, fill in, please. Yeah, I'm about at my limit. I'm going to finish these 2 pools, and that's going to be the end of the graveling for the evening. Holy hell. Also, I want to show off the changes I made to the arena shooter. Because as it turns out, I made an error in some things, so I had to fix that. There we go. Yeah, I'm done. I gotta stop myself. Okay. Last thing I want to do. I don't know if this is like totally full or what. Ah, okay. So here's where all the gravel goes. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop all this up and put that in there. I probably don't have enough space, but we'll see. I just realized today that fireworks work differently at spawn. It's because of the TPS. It isn't that they work differently. It's that there's a lot of TPS lag at spawn. The spawn region for Folia is really, really, really overworked. That would be why. Really quite enjoying the much slower pace of it. It's been like playing Minecraft for the first time and having to learn everything for the... Oh, okay. It's a brand new experience. I'm sorry, I have become too used to moving around with an Elytra, using a client, installing various mods to do certain tasks. Like, I am extremely pampered when it comes to my Minecraft-esque games. So when I get to Hightail, it's going to be a bit of a step down, I admit. At least at first. But I'm all right with that. As for Vintage Story, I think it's a little too primitive for my taste. I don't know, I could be wrong. Just realized today that... Oh, I already read that. But it all changed when the Gravel Nation attacked. Yeah. They did all the times the same with no difference in time. Really? I don't know what's up with that then. Ton of mods for Vintage, but nothing like clients or anything. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's a different world, all things considered. Again, I'm very pampered with how Minecraft is. Son of a bitch. How did that fucking... There we go. There we go. There we are. Done. Kinda. Okay, I put that. Alright, I'll privately place all this later. I'll try to finish this bit off as I can. But, like, yeah, we got most of this done. It's not that bad. It's just one of those things where, like, God, I want it to be over. But, oh well. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. So, onward to the Oceans Arena. Or not Oceans. Archon Retia Arena Shooter. Oh, I should probably just go in here. Turn off print. There we go. So... Oh. Turn off that. There we go. So I added a few things. Walk through George to get max saturation. Who the fuck broke the sign? I had these... I had the sign dyed and glow inked. How could they do that? Who did this? Who vandalized it? Anyway, I added a new rule. No alliances between players. Take a carrot in between for sat maxing. Oh, yeah, I gotta put up these arrows, don't I? I also... Damn it. I also added a locker room. And, yeah. It worked out pretty well. And then an arrow refill corridor. The bow rentals. The game's layout hasn't changed. Although, actually, now that I think about it, I do need to... add in maps that have been knocked off the walls. Meant to do this yesterday, but I forgot. We played a hard round of this, several few rounds of this, and it we shot some maps off the walls in places. But yeah, it worked out. Okay, so these ammo alcoves, the doors have a chance to shut. I had to go and get some copper bulbs to make this function. But yeah, we've got a 1/3 chance of this shutting. I'm thinking I'll make it... Nah, you know what? 1/3 is probably fine. But yeah, this makes it to where you can't always get into an ammo alcove. Basically. Makes it very, very dynamic and interesting. There's no guarantee you'll get what you're expecting to get. I love how this whole gameplay loop turned out. Now that's odd. I know I saw some, Huh. If you're almost done, why don't you just power through it for the next few hours? We're not almost done. We're almost done in the grand scheme of things. We're not almost done, like, by any real stretch. There's a lot. Like, we gotta blow up all the... Oh, whoops. All the gravel. We gotta fill in the water caves. There's so many water caves under the whole place. Like, we're not really as close as I make it out to be. I'm just close to filling in the surface. And that's still not really all that soon. And also we have a bot that's supposed to be helping to do this, and it's not working for some reason. Oh well. Okay. Oh well. Hold on a moment. Mm-hmm. Interesting something. Okay. Yeah, I guess those are the only two spots. Yes, those people are indeed doing what you're thinking, per quad. Or pequod. I wouldn't give them any attention if I were you. Okay, I guess I got everything. Just for the record for you two, I have nothing to do with whatever has happened to your servers. How is it not me? Because it's not me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that... Oh, the arrows. Right, I knew there was one thing I was missing. So yeah, I dug out this long sort of back channel area for gaining access to all the ammo atriums. Get that, get that. Hopefully I don't lose any arrows from this. Nope, okay, don't have any poison. Shit, where'd that go? Okay, slowness. Get that. There it is. There we go. Okay. And so, yeah, this is more or less what all I have to do to get back into the arrow areas. Kind of got lucky with the cave here. I'm so glad I didn't have to dig out some of this stuff, but oh well. Okay. So it's for sure those people. Yes, it is. I have nothing to do with them. And I wouldn't be giving them attention if I were you. Okay, well, at any rate, I got some other things I need to do. Here we go. So, I will see you all tomorrow, probably for more gravel placing or something. I'm hoping not, but like, oh man. There really isn't anything I can do to speed this up if that bot doesn't get online. Oh well, what can you do? Okay. Ooh, I've already put back almost all the arrows. Did you join 2B at some point? I don't know. You enjoyed the stream. It's alright, man. So yeah, keep your servers safe. Those of you who, those of you who run your own server, be careful. There's not much else anyone can say. Like, sorry that everything that's happened to you has happened to you. Yeah, it's a question for people who run the servers, yeah. Oh, no. Fuck. Is there not a single poison arrow that can go somewhere? Okay. Yeah, it sucks that that's how it is, but that's how it is, man. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. Got it all stored away. And right back to where I began. Okay. Cool. Okay, well, apart from that, I've got maybe some more potion brewing to do. There really isn't much else going on at the moment. Has the 2B2T times updated, I wonder? Probably not. Or 2BT journal, that's it. No, something about map art. Nothing too fancy. Oh well. I meant to show this off a while ago. I don't know that I did. I made a room for Alpha Computer. This is Alpha's room. And, what does the fox say? Do more speed. And yeah, I gave him a nice bed with a nice map, or, painting inside. I think it turned out pretty good. And then, of course, he's got the secret mind fuck room, which will absolutely devastate your brain. Oh yeah, J Money the Zombie is still here. I love that. Books, bows, bullshit. You know how it is. So yeah, apart from that, I will catch you all tomorrow. Probably more of the same. Y'all have a great night. Stay safe. Keep your servers secure. You know how it goes. Have a good night. Room for the sniffer. The sniffer's alive. Don't worry about it. And other than that, don't do anything I wouldn't do, I guess.